What's up, guys? If you're a dog owner and you've always wanted a dog that listens perfectly in any environment, on or off leash, welcome to the most immersive YouTube series for dog training on YouTube. I'm Austin Laramie, owner of Zero to Hero Dog Training, and we are recording every single day, day 1 to day 46 of her whole training experience, from knowing nothing to being a master. This series is going to teach the everyday dog owner how to successfully live and train their dogs to have the best relationship and give their dog the best life possible. So stay tuned, hit that subscribe button, put on the notification bell. We're posting multiple times a day for the next 46 days. I'll see you there. Woo! Oh. Come on, bye, 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 bye. All right, what's going on, guys? It's day 9. Missed yesterday. I had a migraine. I didn't do any videos. Didn't really get to work with any of the dogs much yesterday. But yeah, so far, day 9, we're still working on the same things that you guys have been watching. Only difference is I now have switched her to the prong collar. We're starting to add, prong pressure, a little bit more bitey. And we're going to start doing corrections for some of her commands soon. So she's still okay with the luring. She's getting a little more food drivey. I've been doing the spaghetti pot, so today I'm going to work on the spaghetti pot a little more. We're adding the command, and we're also teaching her still to pivot. So we're going to continue. You guys have been seeing me do this for a while. Good. Good girl. Good girl. Pipe. Good. So we're still working on, every step I mark and I reward it. Good. Good. And we're still teaching her to use those back legs. Good. Good. But now what I'm doing is I'm adding more steps now before I start marking. Good. So I'll do a couple steps. Good. Before I say good and then reward her. And the goal behind this is I will do this exercise with her until she's really fast, until she's staying straight aligned with me and she's not curved like this. Once she's really, really good both ways, there's really no use for me to do it anymore. Then I just start teaching her to stay in the heel, and it'll get advanced, so you'll start seeing everything. So again, I'm just good, working those back legs. Good. So now, what she hasn't seen yet is eating while turning. She's not quite ready for this yet, so we're not going to do that yet. But what happens is once she gets really good at it, then instead of just marking, I just let her eat while she walks. Good. 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 Then, of course, I still want to teach her the command. So, yes, I'm going to release her. And then I'm going to work on getting her to understand the command a little more. So, Piper, spot. Yes. And you guys remember, if you watched the first session, which was like a day 4, you guys would remember, yes, how nervous she was to get on this pot. And now, she's doing pretty good. Piper, spot. Yes. Mind you, we're not adding corrections for this yet. Piper, spot. Yes. Good girl. Spot. Yes. What was that, girl? Spot. Yes. Good girl. Piper, spot. Yes. Good girl. Yeah. Piper, spot. Yes. Good girl. Spot. Yes. Good girl. Spot. Good. So now we work on the pivoting again. Good. Good. And she's starting to get a little better. She's still really stiff. Good. But as we get her using her back legs more, and she starts to learn that she has back legs, she'll get really fluid with this. Good. 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 Spot. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good. So now what I'm doing is I'm just letting her eat, but I'm not releasing any food until her foot does a step, until she steps once. Good. So now she's just sitting here trying to figure out how to get the food. I want her to think, and I want her to take that step right there, and then I release it. And I'm not marking now. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah. Nice job. Good girl, Piper. Spot. Good girl. Yes. Good girl. Good girl. So every time she takes a step, now I'm just releasing food as she takes a step and teaching her just to continue to walk. And as long as she continues to pivot, she continues to get food out of my hand. And every time she pivots, the second she pivots, that's the second I release a piece of kibble to her. So, off. When she's standing still, she's not getting anything. When she pivots, I'm releasing that food, starting to teach her that, hey, as long as you're moving, spot, you're getting the reward. Because she's very curved. You see that? She's super curved. I want her to be, parallel or like straight with me, right? I want her to be aligned. I want her butt to get all the way here. And every time I go here, she's perfectly in a line with me, right? That's the goal. To get her so good at this that she can keep up and not be so slow and stiff. Good girl. Good girl. So what I like to do is I like to use my knee and add a little bit of pressure. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. And then, of course, you got to go both ways. She's better this way. So I like to do whatever the dog's not as good at. And I'll work on that more. Good. And then what I like to do is I like to turn until she's curved. I'll hold the food here and I don't release it until she straightens out and gets all the way in front of me. So this is the first time I'm doing this with her too. So it's going to take some time. Let's see if she'll even get it. See if she'll figure out to step all the way. Good girl. Good. So I'll take that, right? It's not perfect, but we'll take it. Good. We'll take it. Good. We'll take it. Yes. Good girl. Sit. Spot. Yes. Good girl. Sit. Spot. Good. Yes. Cool. And that's a little session that we do. Still working on that back end awareness, getting really nice on that. Doing that a few times a day. I'm not recording every session anymore. I'm trying to record when I'm by myself the most important sessions. I'm going to try to start recording when we start getting her out in public again, like really, really out in public and doing some real obedience. I'm going to try to record every single session for that, especially the e-collar stuff. We're going to record all the e-collar stuff. That's going to be really fun. So, yeah, guys, thanks for watching. You know, these days have been kind of boring the last few videos. Maybe not, but it's just me doing the same thing. So real quick before we go, I want to show you guys where she's at. So follow me. Break. Here's where she's at with her command. So right now, Piper crate. We taught her the crate command. We taught her the crate stay. She understands she can't come out until we release her. So we could walk away and, you know, I'll even open my door and act like we're leaving. And of course, because she sees my wife right there, she's not going to do it, but that's all right. So my wife's going to come this way, and we're both going to step out. And then we're going to step back in, and as she's in, we're going to reward her. And look at that. She's in the crate. Good. So that's where she's at with the crate. Still adding distractions now. Like I'll take the ball like you saw in the other video. I'll play with the dogs around her. I will leave outside of my house for even longer times, you know, but she understands the crate command and what it means. So now this is where I start adding corrections as well, eventually, right? After a couple more days of really high intense distraction work, then we're going to start adding corrections for that when she breaks it, because she understands now. Yes, good girl. And then you guys saw me work in the place. I haven't done too many place videos as far as teaching, but I did a couple teaching videos, enough for you guys to understand, I hope. So she's just now starting to understand the command. Come here, Pipe. And again, if I move, if I move, then she'll read my body language. So I'm going to be still. Let's see. Piper, place. Cool. So yeah, she's still learning. Good. She understands the stay part, because remember, I teach stay at the same time as, you know, teaching her getting on top of things. So she understands she must stay. We're not adding any corrections yet, but you know, yes, a couple more sessions, me teaching place, multiple places. She should learn the command. I haven't done much luring with her because, again, she hasn't been super food driven, you know? She hasn't been super food driven. But that's all right. We'll start building that drive up. Again, nervousness, super, they don't really like the food. I might have to start upping it a little bit. Might got to get some hot dogs out, man. I go to the hot dogs if it's really, really, you know, they're really not taking the food, just so I can teach luring and build that good association. But again, Piper, place. Good. So, right, half the time she does it, half the time she doesn't, because she's learning it. Off. No. Good girl. So again, yeah, so that's where we're at. She knows place. She knows sit. She knows crate. She doesn't know down yet. She's learning spot. That's about it. She got come, you know. But I haven't been to a lot of very distracting environments yet because she is so nervous, and I wanted to build that relationship up. Usually I go straight to environments just to work on some leash walking. You saw me go to a couple different parks, but that's where she's at so far. Got her basics down pretty good. You know, it's only day 9. You can make a lot of difference in 9 days. Really cool. Break. So again, Piper sit. And of course, she understands her sit stay, where she's not going to get up. Yes. So yeah, that's where we're at with it. Got a lot more days to go too, you know. So I'm really hopeful, and I can't wait to start doing the e-collar work, because that's where a lot of her confidence is going to come from. So hopefully, once she understands all her basics, down, place, crate, sit, come, all that, then I'm going to start the e-collar work. So give me about a week or 2, and we'll start that. But Couple days after she learns her commands even better around my yard in couple different environments, we're going to take her out in the real world. We're going to go to the mall. We're going to go to PetSmart, Home Depot, all sorts of stuff, and we're going to start putting her to the test. We're doing real training, real good stuff, and adding corrections, and you guys get to see that stuff. So it'll get, if you've stayed till day 9, it's going to get better from here. I know all the boring videos have been just uploading constantly, and maybe it's not boring to you guys, but yeah, that's where we're at so far. Nothing too fancy yet, right? But we'll get there. Oh, also the leash walking. She's amazing on a leash now. She does really good. Again, haven't added any major distractions to it yet, though. A leash walking in my driveway is different than leash walking at a dog park, right? So all the boring stuff, always week 1, week 2. Then it starts to get really fun. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching up to now.